Instant eye lift.
Wow. And you'll never see the strings. They'll be under the wig.
The man has 5 o'clock shadow at 8:30 a.m. and you're worried about strings?
All right, we'll start with makeup.
That's Robin Williams as a newly divorced actor who desperately wants to spend more time with his children in the new comedy Mrs. Doubtfire. So Williams goes to his brother, played by Harvey Fierstein, a makeup expert. He wants a disguise so perfect it will fool even his ex-wife and kids, and he gets one, applying for a job as their nanny.
What a perfectly appointed little cubby. Look at this. Everything has its place, a name tag. How precise. It's lovely.
That's Sally Field as his former wife, who is now Mrs. Doubtfire's new employer. And Mrs. Doubtfire takes over the house every afternoon to look after the kids before their mother comes home from work. He turns out to be a better nanny than, in a way, he was a father.
It's homework time, okay?
Yeah, but after Dick Van Dyke.
No. Now.
Meanwhile, while trying to make the officer from the custody court happy, Williams explains how he plans to get work by using his gift for mimicry and accents. That provides an excuse for a scene like this, which seems to be worked into every Robin Williams movie, whether it's needed or not.
Look at me right now, Moneypenny. I want to undo that bow and get to know you.
I'm crazy to make a deal with you.
Nancy and I are still looking for the other half of my head.
Idiot! You're doing it. I'm sitting on a gold mine.
Don't make me smack you, sweetheart. I'll do it.
Figaro.
The situation grows even more agonizing for Williams after his ex-wife starts seeing another man, a suave Englishman played by Pierce Brosnan. It's hate at first sight, but of course, Mrs. Doubtfire must hold in her real feelings.
Miranda's been raving about you.
Odd. She's never mentioned you.
No?
No.
Oh. Well, it's good to meet you.
You too.
Yes. I have a home in London. I was born there. What part of England are you from?
Here and there, dear. All over, really.
Yes? Accent's a little kind of muddled there.
Really? Well, so's your tan.
Mrs. Doubtfire is funny at times, but not that funny, and I guess it's supposed to be sort of moving, too, that a father would go through such an effort for his children, but somehow I never saw a father there. I only saw Robin Williams in a role that was tailor-made to exploit his talent for impersonation without ever really using his talent as an actor.
Well, I enjoyed this film a lot, Roger, and I think that the problem may be for some people, they're going to compare this against Tootsie.
Oh, yeah.
And Tootsie is a classic, great American film. This is not in that league, but I think there's some sequences that are, and I'm particularly talking about scenes that you didn't get the chance to show, and that is a scene where Robin Williams has to run in the restaurant. This is a long chunk of the film.
And it didn't work.
Oh, my God, I think that is classic farce.
It never took off.
And he has to play Mrs. Doubtfire in one part of the restaurant with his wife and kids.
Yes.
Then he has to play the struggling actor trying to get a job on his TV station with his boss. And the running before, I tell you, there was genuine tension developed.
That scene was set up as a kind of screwball classic scene.
And I think it is.
Never paid off on that level.
I think that is
they just
wonderful.
Couldn't get it to work.
I thought that was wonderful, and I think that there are tender moments in the film too. There are some the little sequence you saw that you said at the employment office. That's kind of silly.
Yes, it is.
But that's a minute out of a really enjoyable film.